Everything you should really buy attached to their source as much as possible. If you have something that has roots, buy it with the roots attached. If you're picking it out of your own garden, keep the roots until you're ready to use it. Really important. So, thank you, Jay. That was quick. So, we're going to put the strawberries in here. I already detached them from their source. You serve that soup really professionally. You are a professional soup server. And then now, so that we've put the do you taste the difference?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Made a big difference the cilantro, didn't it?
It's wonderful.
And then if you keep adding more herbs, like basil, or parsley, or marjoram, or yeah, it's unbelievable the difference it makes. And that's why I did it in gradation. I did the basic, and then I added something else and added something else. And so you can actually change what was a flat, pretty much bland thing to something that will really make you want to have it. Very, very important, I think, to know that. So I'm going to put some more of, so here's the thing. If you notice, I tend to use the same thing. Why? Because a lot of people, I'm trying to get people to grow their own food. And then they have a huge harvest, and they're like, oh gosh, it's too much apples. It's too many of this. But I'm showing you how the different ways to use the same thing. And that's what I like to do when I go around and teach, is teach using the same thing, different ways to make it. So now I'm going to use, now we're going to use a lot of the coconut butter. Can you taste the coconut butter in the soup? Mm-hmm. Too much?
No, perfect.
Oh, okay. This coconut butter, I think, is really phenomenal. Now, Jesse used to have something called coconut cream, which was my favorite thing. He discontinued, and I asked him today to please bring it back.
What did you call it?
Coconut cream.
Cream.
It was coconut dream.
Oh, dream.
Yeah, it was coconut cream, and coconut dream was
cream. It was coconut
and
cream.
I call it coconut dream. And it was phenomenal. Okay, so this is with nutmeg now. Oh, love the smell of nutmeg. And if you want, you could also add some cardamom or some cinnamon in the winter. If you want to make this into a winter breakfast, dessert, whatever. Just, I'm going to put a wee bit of the oranges. Oh, you know what I forgot to put in the soup? I just remembered. Jay made for me this vinegar. And so where's that bowl? Because I'm going to put this in the bowl now. And it's going to taste totally different. And this is with elderberry wine fermented into vinegar. So we're going to put this in the soup, and the soup is going to taste totally different now. And if you just mix it with that soup spoon, thanks. Pardon?
It's raw too. It's raw.
And yeah, totally fermented, so raw. Thank you, Jay. And now mix it before you give it to them, please. It's going to taste totally different now. And then I'm going to put some of the Living Tree Community Foods cashew butter. For those of you who have not had the cashew butter, now you will get a chance to try this, which I absolutely love this butter. Spoon. Oh, this one. Taste the difference with the vinegar? Do you prefer it with or without? Some people, because I don't like vinegar usually, I don't put vinegar, but it makes a big difference in the soup.
Are there more cups?
Yes, we do have more cups. Here you are. Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ooh, there are bits and pieces of cashew in here. How exciting. And just a little bit more of this now. So what do you think with the vinegar? You prefer it?
I like it without.
Without the vinegar? Yeah, it depends on your taste. Some people prefer with vinegar and some people without. Okay, so that was the cashew butter. A wee bit of water. If this were the blend tag, I wouldn't have to put water. With a Vitamix, I do. I don't want to burn out the motor. And please don't ever drop the spoon in there and leave the spoon in there. It will really destroy it, and you won't be able to have a Vitamix anymore. It's it's an expensive investment. It's a big investment. Now here's the creme de la creme. I'm putting on now chia, cranberry, cherry, and blueberry butter. And I will pass this around for you to try afterwards as well. So pretty much this breakfast or lunch or dessert or dinner pretty much has all the nutrients. You know, so a lot of people say, oh my gosh, the only problem is that I don't, what about my protein? Actually, you have it here in chia, you have it in any green, anything you're eating that's green. You have it in so many things that you have it in all of your sesame seeds. So there's a sesame seed butter that Living Tree makes. It's a black sesame seed butter that is phenomenal. It's the highest, black sesame seed is the highest form of calcium. And every single person also has anemia, it has very high in iron, should be having black sesame seed and should have the black sesame seed butter. Do we have any here today?
No.
Oh, what a pity. Okay, next time then. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to pass this around with the apple, and you can put some apple on this and try it for yourself as well. So I'm going to cut up some more apples for you first. So while I'm doing this, you can do this. And you can just use add some extra spoons. We have enough spoons that you can use as well. So let me pass this around first with this spoon, and then you can have these spoons, and then I'll pass the fruit next. Here you go. With the fruit, and try that with that. Thank you. And then I'm going to make this next. So, oh, we have to sweeten this with the honey. So here comes, so this is, if you don't eat honey, they also have an agave butter, or you can also use dates. I tend to use a lot of dates to sweeten most of the things that I do. So, and of course it's up to you how sweet or unsweet you want this. You can also put some vanilla in there. We don't have any right now, but you could have put vanilla in there as well. So now we're going to put this back together here. And I'm just going to put my hand on top because this won't fly up as much as the other. I'm going to give you a new cup now. So if you put this in the fridge and you leave it there for a while, it actually gels and becomes like a pudding or ice cream. If you put it in the freezer, it'll become ice cream. If you put it in the fridge, it's more like a pudding. So, and the taste is very, very different then when it gels and it's thick. You can also put some Irish moss in there as well to thicken it and also increase, of course, the nutritional value in there. So, more spoons again. And, oh, you've got your spoon. Good. What do you think of the butter?
It's incredible.
So that is the chia, blueberry,
Yeah, cranberry and
cherry butter. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Next person. Cynthia. Pardon? You passed around?
Sorry,
Thank
I'll
you.
pass it.
That's so kind of you. Don't get extra at the end because of that.
It may be handy.
Start looking at what I put in my body is what my body will give me back in return. And what my thought process is, I'm changing my thought process. Like every single thing I put in that's not alive. I'm deadening my thoughts. I'm deadening my emotions. I'm deadening my mental state. And that's why I feel restless and exhausted and tired and I want to commit suicide. It's a slow suicide. That's what we're doing. And that's not what we came here for. We came here to be alive. And that's what we need, alive foods. And that's why I like a company that's called Living Tree. And the fact that it's from using a tree as well, of course, it's very important. So thank you, Jesse.
A privilege and an honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jay.